What's going down? 1 2 1 2 1 2. It says reload the page. Oh man, I don't know if y'all see it going in and out. It's probably the internet. Okay, let me see something. Okay, it's showing me over here on the other side, so I guess we on deck. I guess we on deck. What is going down? Love versus hate Thursday, and you know the motto: turn up for Christ or burn up for life. Man, it's been kind of crazy today. Really, like crazy, crazy, crazy. Let's see. Somebody tap in if y'all see me. I see myself over here, so I don't know. Sometimes this thing it be going, and then some days it be like acting crazy. I don't know if they're just trying to get me to like upgrade. Like fam, you just keep streaming and streaming like every day, and like you paying the bare minimum. And you know what? Since today we're talking about the bounce back, I might just have to just go ahead and just upgrade and start doing some stuff. I've really been having some things that I've been wanting to invest some money into, because if you don't invest in yourself, you know what I mean, nobody else will. And sometimes you'll just get off your square because you'll be trying to save, and then you'll be trying to do this and that. Then when bills come up, being in prison, one of the things I did learn is just like pay your bills, man. You know what I mean? And so I thank God for that habit. That when I came home, it's just like, if you owe like a bill or something, I don't care if it's credit card, car note, insurance, cell phone, stay up on top of it. And it's a blessing to stay up on top of it, because now you start to see your credit rising, and it feels good. You dig what I'm saying? And so, you know, to be in prison like a year ago, and now credit score like at a 710 or something. That was like about a month or so ago. So hopefully it then jumped up a little bit better than that. You dig what I'm saying? And so that's not bad at all. But what's going down? You dig what I'm saying? Love versus hate, the bounce back. I might have used that topic before. I love to tell people that. I love to say it. The bounce back is special. One of the reasons why I use it like a lot is because I'm like living proof of the bounce back. And when I say the bounce back is special, it's just like, I'm gonna show you like a little video and just try to encourage people, especially since it was mental health month. You know what I mean? I did like a little bit for mental health, where I shot I did like some positive quotes on people who might be struggling with depression, you know what I mean, PTSD, bipolar, you know what I mean, some stuff like that. So love versus hate on Thursdays, we always try to come up with a topic or a subject or something like that, and then I'll try to read like some positive quotes, and we'll just give you like the balanced out version of it, you know what I mean, like listen, this is what you can tell yourself, vice versa of what people's telling you or what you might be going through. You might have been struggling, but then every now and again, people need like that boost. Sometimes I feel like, man, if you give a person a boost, ain't no telling what they might be able to do. And then not only that, what is going to happen, like if you hit rock bottom or something like that, now you got somebody in your corner that can lift you up when you going through something. So y'all tap in, man, and I don't know if somebody really want to get in here and speak, or you know what I mean, if you feel like you got some positive stuff to say, um yeah, let's do it. And so uh if you want the link, I will send you the link. But listen, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to show you the videos, and then I'm gonna play these two videos. One of them got Kevin Hart up, and one of them I don't even know who it is. It almost sounds like Sylvester Stallone. You know what I mean? The way that he's talking to people. But I wanted to show you these little videos, and then we're gonna go through these little quotes. And so, like I said, I see a few people as y'all starting to like tap in. Then for some odd reason, it'd be more people viewing from afar, because everybody that's up there on the eye, that's not everybody that's on. Because like last night we got done, it was like 90 something people had already tapped in and checked it out. So interracial dating, man, was a big thing. Shout out to Katie. Shout out to my sister CG and shout out to Benita, man. I love y'all. God bless y'all for coming up here speaking out. Not everybody want to get up here and put the camera on their face and then talk, man. And so that was a blessing to have y'all on the show. Nothing but love for y'all. Any other time that y'all want to pull up, man, please pull up. Anybody that want to pull up, just tap in on the chat and I'll send you like the link and we can jump in here and we can talk about some of these quotes. But let me show you these videos real quick. I'm gonna show you these little videos. Then we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about it. Love versus hate. Let's get it.
You get one life, and out that one life, you're only going to get out of it what you put into it, and never being okay with where you are. Yeah. Because after every level is another level, whether you realize it or not. And I always wanted to see what was past the thing that I got. Yeah. I got here, but what was back there?
But somewhere along the line, you changed. You stopped being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. And when things got hard, you started looking for something to blame, like a big shadow. Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Hey, it like that lightweight did sound like some Rocky, didn't it? Didn't it sound like Rocky like giving somebody advice maybe on Creed or on something like that? But if you think about it though, he really did say like some real life stuff. Like say for instance, Kevin Hart said, you only get one life. You only gonna get out of this life what you put into this life. And let's be serious about it because if you look back on your past, only you know what you put into your life and how much time and energy that you really put in there. Now you can fool people some of the time, like, oh man, I did this, or you know what I mean. But then you wind up coming up with an excuse to blame people, like, oh, well, they did this and they did that, and that let that be the reason why you fail. But it's like this: say you accomplish something, right? You get to one level. Kev was like, listen, I'm trying to see like what's back there, what's behind this curtain. Like, okay, I got up here. What's the next level? That's the reason why, man, I always keep trying to challenge myself. And it's not to like show off or to try to make people think that I'm just really doing better than what I am. Cause sometimes I take the hits like the other videos say. You dig what I'm saying? Life will beat you up. You dig what I'm saying? And you got to be able to take the hits. And when the hits come, you got to take them and then you got to keep moving forward. Because if you don't, it's gonna be woe is me. Oh, it didn't happen like this. Ain't nobody over here. You looking for somebody to point the finger at, B, and it's really you. You dig what I'm saying? And so a lot of times, it might seem like I'm taking jabs at my guys, you know what I mean? Because I am a guy and I'm really taking a jab at myself. I'm really like, I give y'all something, like, say, for instance, on the Bible studies, I can give y'all something and I could turn around and go watch the Bible study like later on that night. And then I'll turn around and get fed from the Bible study because I'm just willing to let God speak into my life and I give it to you. Now, I might add my character and my personality to it because that's all it is. I am who I am. I'm Sugar Bear. Bear truth. You dig what I'm saying? And you who you are. You dig what I'm saying? And don't try to be nobody else. Be you. You unique and you one of a kind. So just do you. But whatever you're gonna do in life, man, you gotta give it 100%. You dig what I'm saying? And you gotta be willing to check yourself when you ain't on top of your square. A lot of people don't want to check themselves. And so a lot of times you might think, fam, you coming at us like this or you coming at us like that. It's like, nah. The only reason why I keep saying it is because I did it. And I'm telling you, from what I know from past experience, just like he said, nobody is going to beat you up as hard as life. Life will beat you down to your knees, but you got to get up. Because I'm telling you, if you out in the streets, man, and you selling dope and you think that that's what you're going to do, This is the thing I don't get. I know some people that's been selling dope damn near their whole entire life. Let's say they might not even be balling. You dig what I'm saying? But they just will not give up the petty hustle. You always trying to just linger on and hold on to that. You dig what I'm saying? And now you got to wait on somebody else before you make a move. Or you got to try to figure it out through a drought. Then you got to move in such a way that you don't make too much noise because you don't want the police to see you. And if you really out there putting your feet in the streets, you really take a chance that people robbing you or coming at you sideways and doing it. It's so much smoke that come with that life. It's like, fam, you'd be better off going to get a job. You dig what I'm saying? Go get you a job because I'm gonna tell you something. Now what we on? We basically on. Okay, what's up, Michelle? What's going down? Now what we on? As we done got older, we on this. If I can get a check over here, let me see what's the next level of a check. Cause all right, I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna get this check. They might start off paying like right here, but guess what? You might mess around and level up and get like a different position in that gig, and then you get you a check. I was just telling this young brother the other day, man. Um, he was over here getting his haircut, and I told you about him before about him owning his own lawn service. And I keep telling him, man, I keep just trying to beat it in his head. I tell him this. I say, listen, fam, you 21 years old. Put in 10 years into your business, into you cutting grass and getting your business off the ground. Then you're going to see yourself at 31. Now, anything that you sow a seed into and anything that you water or you put time and effort into, it's going to grow. You dig what I'm saying? And so when it grow, guess what's going to happen? Pretty soon you're going to have this prosperous business. Look at Bob and Black and them, what they doing with divine creation. I remember when Bob was on Sylvan. You dig what I'm saying? I remember I used to go down there and Bob used to razor cut me with the beard. You dig what I'm saying? You did exactly, Michelle. Michelle said it grows. We got to post that because that's big. I'm gonna read what you said in a minute, Jada. Hold on. But look how Bob grew. He went from there. Then him and Black get together. I never even knew Black was cutting hair. Next thing you know, they down over there by the Y, down the street down there by the bridge. Now they done brung it all the way up here to Locust. And I'm just looking at each shop, how each time he open up a shop, each shop just get better and better. Now he got little Blake's son in there working. So now we putting generation, now we putting the homies' sons on. Do you see what I'm saying? When you take your time and you build a business, and then just look at how they live though. Fam and them take trips and vacations whenever they want to. They move and groove however they want to. They take care of their families, they take care of their kids. Life ain't perfect. It ain't like you ain't gonna hit no bad licks or like, you know what I mean, things ain't go wrong with them. But I gotta tell you, man, shout out to Bob and Black. Salute to Divine Creations, B. That's what you call grinding. A legal grind. Legally grinding and doing it and coming up. And guess what? Can't no police kick in your door, fam. Can't nobody come and take that. You dig what I'm saying? There's so much love out here on the streets. If somebody try to suck a move and try to do something stupid, it'll be smoke. You dig what I'm saying? And we ain't even talking negative. So let's scratch that one off the record. Let's just focus on the success. Gotta be happy for him. You know what I mean? I cut a guy's hair today, man. First time cutting his hair. He found my card somewhere. Come to find out, I went to school with his mom. Come to find out, he was Troy Shorter's cousin. Look at what Troy was doing before he passed. Look at that groundwork that he laid, having that barbershop, what he was doing with his artwork, how he was a pillar in the community, how he loved the youth, and how he was doing stuff, man. That's what life is about. You dig what I'm saying? Being able to do something and doing it in a manner where it means something. So when you get ready gee, nice crazy self, when your time clock expire or you got to punch out on this side of Earth, what that tombstone gonna say about you, fam? You dig what I'm saying? What is it gonna say? What did you do in between them checks? You was born here and you checked out here. In between there, what did you do? The video told you about bouncing back, man. And so I found some really cool ones today. If anybody want to tap in and y'all feel like y'all want to speak, because sometimes I think y'all should come in, jump in here with me on love versus hate. I'll be mixing them up, so I don't want to get them written down. So then that way my ideas can be fresh. So when I be thinking about, let me see what Jada said. Jada says, I think people are confused about growth and strength, but are often knocked down and lose hope and faith. The real strength is not giving up. And that's the truth. We need to post that one because that makes sense. And then Michelle, she said right after that, it's growth. That's how you grow. And there's a quote in here, Jada, and hopefully let's go so I can read it. So I can hopefully get to it. So I got a lot of them. They on the front and the back. Listen to this one real quick. It says, "People don't lack strength; they lack will. People don't lack strength; they lack will." And I'm gonna tell you, one of the reasons why I wrote this one down is because it was like this. And I remember this guy told me this in prison. When we was lifting weights, we was at Anamosa. You could see some guys out there that's hitting like, you know what I mean? A family pack is 255. So that's your 45s, that's your 35s, and that's your quarters put on there with the bar. That's 255. That's called a family pack, right? So if you can hit a family pack, then you basically strong. You know, most of us that was out there was doing that. You know what I mean? You probably see me in Planet Fitness putting that on the thing, and I could do it with my legs in the air. Don't mean that you're really strong. It just means you can lift 255 pounds. You know what I mean? Most people that's on the weight pile that's doing that. The moral of the story is this: when you come out on the weight pile and you get to looking around and you seeing these guys lifting these weights, you ain't finna get down here and just lift like them. And it ain't that you lack strength, like you just ain't as strong as them. But guess what you haven't did? You haven't willed your muscles up to be as strong as theirs are to get up under that weight. You dig what I'm saying? Because guess what you haven't been doing? You haven't been pushing them weights like they have. You ain't been used to getting up under weight and pushing weights. That's the biggest thing about working out. It ain't that you lack the strength, you lack the will. So if you can will yourself not to quit, guess what's going to happen? Give yourself 30 days, you're going to get stronger. Give yourself 60 days, you're going to get a little bit stronger. Give yourself 90 days, guess what's going to happen? You're going to mess around and be a gym nut because then you ain't going to want to stop. Because in 60 days, you know, you start getting your second wind now. Now you can go a little bit longer. Now your stomach ain't hurting when you do abs. Now you're getting up under the weight. You done got over the soreness. You want to get sore again, but now it's to the different level. So that ain't that you lack strength. You lack the will. So anytime you trying to break through and you trying to get through to something, fam, you got to get that willpower up under you. And that willpower, like Jada said, is the real strength is not giving up. That's where the real strength is. Because that's the only way that you can get strong is that you can't give up. And so then guess what? All right, today I can only put the quarters on there. You dig what I'm saying? Many grown guys come out there and can be big as I don't know what. I don't care how much you weigh. You not there's some young dudes that'll come out there to that pile. I had a little guy named Jimmy. Jimmy was a buck 55. Jimmy can come out there and get up under like 275, you know what I mean, by himself and hit it for like five. Now, Harmony's son, I forget his name, the little homie, this little dude was so strong, he can take like 345 reverse grip and bring it down by himself. He out there hitting 405 by himself, unracking it by himself, like, don't touch my weight, just stand behind me. I said all that to say this because they consistent. It ain't about your size. It ain't about this. It's about the fight that's in you, fam. And so if I'm giving you that and we're talking about the bounce back, in order to bounce back and get on top of your square, sometimes you're gonna have to level up. You're gonna have to go ahead and get some strength in you. You know what I mean? And sometimes find you a dog, find you a partner that's a dog, somebody that's gonna go with you so y'all can hold each other accountable. Like, I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna let you give up, and you ain't gonna let me give up. Working out goes like that. Now, Jada, I just went through this pal and I just got it just right there. Listen to this. It says, what defines us is how well we rise after we fall. Listen to that again. What defines us is how well we rise after we have fallen. And you know what? That's true. Because everybody in this world is going to fall. Everybody's going to take a lick somehow, somewhere, some way. You dig what I'm saying? Mine just happened to be 14 years in prison. You dig what I'm saying? Your lick might be different. Jada, you have to go back through physical therapy and do something else. Somebody else might be dealing with a meth addiction. Somebody else might be dealing with cocaine addiction. You might be dealing with the bottle. You dig what I'm saying? Your thing might be you lazy. You know what I mean? You just won't go get a job or keep no job. But whatever it is, how you gonna bounce back from it? That's what you're talking about. And then when you do that, that's what's gonna define you in this life. You know what I mean? Everybody done seen everybody hit the ground, but how you gonna get up? That's what's gonna define you. Like, damn, the bounce back is special. You dig what I'm saying? And so you got to remember that. I like this one that's on the back of this card too. It's a little lengthy, but just listen to this. It says, "When the battle of life is against you, remember you are strong. When the odds are stacked against you, remember you are powerful. When all seems like it's too much, when it all seems like it's too much, remember this. In the darkness, that's where the fire is lit." Okay. When the battle of life is against you, remember you are strong. When the odds are stacked against you, remember you are powerful. And when it all seems like it's too much, just remember it's in the darkness where the fire is lit. I mean, that's pretty much self explanatory. You know, I mean, I'm going to expound on that though. That's when you got to find that fight in you. You know what I mean? You got to really like find you some grit and some dirt to be like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna keep it moving. And sometimes you gotta hear like positive affirmations like that can motivate you. That's just like when you working out. Why you think people be in there listening to like good music? You dig what I'm saying? You ain't finna go to the gym and get to listening to no Jagged Edge. You dig what I'm saying? Let's just get married or I promise. You dig what I'm saying? No, that's the most slow, laid back, mellow music. I ain't in the gym listening to no Anita Baker. I'm in there bumping like Lecrae and them, some of that Andy Mineo. You know what I mean? Sometimes I bump some Jay Z. You know, I listen to some Drake, something that's gonna get me like lit and get me, you know what I mean? I want to be wired up. I really like Christian rap because they got some dope stuff and they got some dope beats. But I'm telling you, you want something that's gonna light a fire up on you so you can keep it going. You dig what I'm saying? And so I'm telling you, remember that little saying. It's in the darkness where the fire is lit. What happens when your lights go out? Power go off or something like this, something happened. First thing people got to do, they got to find a candle. That's because it's dark, so you can see, so you can find your way. Hey, I got one that's talking just like that, Jada. Hold on. Oh man, you damn near make me feel like you read my stack. You probably need to come on here and talk. Let me put that one up though. You don't know how strong you have that. You don't know how strong you are until you gotta be. That's the truth. Now listen to this. It's amazing what a man can do when he Damn, Jada. Listen to this. It's amazing what a man has to do. It's amazing what a man can do when he has to, and how little most men will do when they have to. Listen to that again, because when I wrote this down, I was thinking, like, what are they trying to say? Like, it's kind of like weird, but it's kind of dope. It says, it's amazing what a man can do when he has to, and how little most men will do when they have to. So it kind of made me think, like, okay, it's two people. Listen to what Jada's saying. You don't know how strong you are until you gotta be. It's amazing how what a man can do when he has to be. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I told you to this plenty of times, but you know, repetitious. I'm gonna give it to you until maybe you can apply it to your life. When I was in a joint, and every time I went to court, and when I lost my court case, you know what I mean? It's just like when the mail comes back and your lawyer send you all your casework and all your files back, you know, you get this big old box. Everybody on the unit, so they see this big old box of legal mail. First thing they gonna say, "Oh man, it didn't work out this time, huh?" It's because they know it. Like, man, you got your legal work back. The first thing I used to do is go up to my room and hit my knees, and I used to pray, "Okay, God, you ain't gonna open up the door on this one, so show me what I got to do." And then I would always go jump into school. You know what I mean? One thing about prison, they got a lot of college programs. They got classes and all types of stuff. You can get certified for all kind of stuff. Certified Stephen Minister, got my barber's apprenticeship when I was in there. Went to college public speaking, writing 101. You know what I mean? I took so many math classes just because it's amazing what a man can do when he has to do it. When your back is up against the wall and every time you know you go to court, you want this judge to look at your record and say, when he down there, you know, this is what he's doing. Like, I ain't down here playing. I'm getting myself together. And because you not only are you trying to prove to them that you're a better person, but you're trying to get home and you're trying to be better than you are when you went in there. You dig what I'm saying? And so it's just like it's amazing what a man has to do, amazing what a man can do when he has to. But then look at the second part and how little most men will do when they have to. And you know what that kind of makes me think? Has anybody out here ever enabled a man, took care of a man, and maybe, enabled him? It's like, okay, you always showing him so much love, and you doing this and that for him, or you know what I mean, to the point that now he don't even want to fight no more. You're a safety net for him. And so it's like most men won't even do nothing because they don't have to do nothing. He ain't gonna never do nothing as long as you keep, buying him liquor, buying him weed, letting him just chill out and do this and that. Christina, what you say? Yep. Sometimes you don't know how capable you are until you are under pressure. Yeah, I mean, you understand it. I seen you in the gym on the treadmill with your caps and stuff on, in there getting it in. But it's the truth. You dig what I'm saying? You'll never know how much strength is in you until you have to get it up out of you. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, I wouldn't wish prison on nobody. But I mean, it's one of the places where you will learn how to fight. You will figure out what's on the inside of you. And I have to thank God for that. On the back of this card, it says, I will go anywhere as long as it's forward. And I don't know why I really wrote that one down. I kind of liked it. You know what I mean? Because when in life, when you being a leader, it's like this. This is how I feel. I don't mind being a follower as long as we got a destiny. You dig what I'm saying? So that's just like I be telling my big cousin Troy Lockhart, the pastor. You dig what I'm saying? When he be doing his nonprofit situations, I rather ride with him and come and assist him so I can learn what to do. He's got more knowledge than me. You dig what I'm saying? He done been here before. He know a little something. So right now, I'm gonna ride his coattail, pick his brain, and write down notes and figure out, what to do. And when it's my time, God have blessed me with my man-to-man platform, my nonprofit platform. I've been having this baby written down ever since I was in prison, ever since about 2000 and I want to say like 15, 16. I mean, it was already in me, but I mean, I wrote it down, I typed it out, and I got the whole blueprint to where I can shop it as a nonprofit organization and try to get funding, like grant money and all of that stuff. I can do it really, like right now. But then I got the barbershop. I got a whole lot of stuff I'm trying to get on. I'm trying to clear my name on this case. It's like, why take on a bunch of stuff? And you know what I mean? Right now, I'm just trying to figure me out and trying to get it together. So, guess what? I'll ride with my big cousin until God birthed me into doing something. Because right now, you know what I mean, cuz be doing this thing and I'm proud of him. Every time he be like, you know what I mean, you want to help me out? I'm coming. Because that way I get to learn. And so what the thing says, I'll go anywhere as long as it's forward. So it ain't nothing wrong with jumping in the car with somebody. We just gotta have a destination. Like I be trying to tell my little cousin, we be chopping it up. I love her. She calls me whenever she going through something. She gonna talk my ear off, and I'm gonna listen to her every single time. But it's like this: I ain't going to heaven with you. If you ain't going to heaven with me, I ain't going to hell with you. Let me say that again. If you ain't going to heaven with me, I ain't going to hell with you. Because here's the thing: we can talk, we can go through whatever you got to go through, but the end process is that we got to try to go somewhere positive. I got to try to point you in the direction of the one that can help you. If I can't point you to Christ, then I ain't gonna point you nowhere. So I ain't gonna listen to you, I ain't gonna walk with you if you ain't gonna try to get that way, and that choice is yours. And so that's just like my guys, anybody that's rocking with me, the end process, the end destiny, we got to be going somewhere, bro. I don't mind rocking with nobody, but long as we doing something positive and long as we going somewhere, we can do it. You got my support. I'm with you. So I'm willing to go anywhere as long as we moving forward. That's dope. But you got to make sure it means what it says and they going where you think they going and that it can be positive. Because if not, jump in the car with somebody, they got pistol in there, they got dope in there. You going to the feds because don't nobody want to claim they dope. Man, I don't know where that came from. Like, fam, if you don't take your weight for this, straight up, it's gonna be smoke. But no, I'm joking. But for real, you know what I mean? I'm not following everybody. Everybody mission ain't, a destiny that I need to be in, and everybody motives ain't right. You know what I mean? There's all kind of hidden agendas and selfish motives, and people is trying to use people, and so you got to be careful who you rocking with. That's it. Let's move. How much time we got? Oh yeah, we're doing good. The best way to destroy an enemy is by making them a friend. The best way to destroy an enemy is by making them a friend. There used to be a saying, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. And I understand it. Um, I don't know if anybody feel like they can use that, use it. The best way to destroy an enemy is by making them a friend. And I guess it can work because in the Bible Jesus says pray for your enemies. You know what I mean? And love those who hate you. And so the way that you can diffuse their hate and their anger is by showing them love, because a friend is going to show them love. You know what I mean? A friend is going to be there when they need to. And so while they sitting up hating on you and doing their best to kind of like run you through the dirt, it's going to be a time where they're going to need you. It's going to be a time where they're going to be calling you. You dig what I'm saying? Most of the people that talk bad behind your back, they'll turn around and they'll be reaching back out to you. But what you got to do is not do what they did. And I guess by making them a friend, by showing them the love that they couldn't show you, that's how you kill it. You dig what I'm saying? I think that'll even mess them up a lot worse. Sometimes when people treat you bogus or they being like, you know, get down on you, run your name through the mud. Sometimes we jump down on their level and then we'll try to retaliate. And as soon as you hear some dirt about them, you'll run off and be like, oh, yeah, why they saying this and that? Look at what they doing. Like, nah, don't do them like that. Do them like you wish they would have done you. You dig what I'm saying? And that's it. That's how you destroy an enemy. And they're going to learn something in the long run. They'll really learn what it's really like to be a friend, straight up. All right. When it's obvious that a goal is too hard to reach, don't adjust the goal, adjust your steps of action. I thought that was dope. It says when it's obvious that a goal is too hard to reach, don't adjust the goal, adjust your steps of action. Adjust your steps of action. And so just think about that. Because sometimes, man, you'll run into something in life, man, and it be feeling like, man, I'm tired of this. I'm going to give up. You dig what I'm saying? And I could take that with the insurance thing. You know what I mean? It just seemed like uh, they weren't gonna let me in the door. You know what I mean, with my background record. You dig what I'm saying? And so at the surface, they keep having you do these tests and they do these little things. And where the company fell off is because when I did an interview with them, they was gonna pay for it because they was gonna hire me. So they feeling like we're gonna pay for your exams, your online courses, and they cost about $500 for them online courses. You dig what I'm saying? And then when you go over to Blackhawk and you got to take the final exams, those exams cost. You dig what I'm saying? And so that was another 200 because each exam was like $50, right? And so they paying for that because they getting ready to hire you. So she got mad like when the background check come, well, don't you think that you should have said this and that? And I'm like, I didn't even want the job. You the one called me from Des Moines. You dig what I'm saying? Talking about we was impressed with your interview. So I just went ahead and did it. You said you was gonna pay for the classes for free. You know what I mean? What you must ain't never met nobody from the hood. We don't turn down nothing free. Are you stupid? I should have said that. I didn't say that. But I should have said, are you stupid? You said for free. What I'm supposed to do? You dig what I'm saying? Knowing I like to read, and it got hard, and I didn't even really want to do it. But I had so many cool, positive people in my corner, like, man, you got this. You got this. Every time I was taking the test, and I'm talking about, man, it was crazy. For like the whole month of December and damn near like January, I had to like really like sit down here for like hours and like take down notes and like study, study, study. I'm talking about for hours. And every time somebody would check on me, like, man, you got this. Keep going. And next thing you know, I had it. The next thing you know, they killed it with your background check. And so, what is it saying? It says, don't adjust the goal, adjust your steps of action. The only thing I really wanted to do out of it, I really wanted to be the person that can represent our people and help them get like insurance. You dig what I'm saying? Like, help our people get insurance. Hold on, somebody says, Christina says, yep, sometimes. Okay, I seen that one, Christina. You said you got to change your strategy. Tracy says, they expect you to treat them the way that they treated us treat you. It says something when you don't. Okay, I think you might still be talking about the friendship, but that's dope. And then Christina says you got to change your strategy. And yeah, and so when it says sometimes when you think that the goal is too much to reach, don't adjust the goal, adjust the strategy, you know. And I did. I just had a dream about like what could I possibly do? You dig what I'm saying? To because the biggest thing that I wanted to do out the insurance thing, the whole thing that was touching my heart, and it was so crazy because when I went to Indianapolis for my birthday, Earthquake was talking about the same thing that me and my sister was saying on the podcast, like how black people die, and they do a GoFundMe account or a fish fry, and it's just like you just got to keep preaching. Every time you get a platform, you know what I mean, preach it, and then nothing else. Guess what? I know a real, really, really, really super insurance agent. If somebody want to get down, guess what? I can point you in a direction. So sometimes you can just be the middleman, and that's how that one goes. You did turn up for Christ or burn up for life. You ain't never got to stop. You ain't never got to stop doing nothing. Got to figure it out. Don't adjust the goal. Adjust your steps of actions. All right. It's astonishing how long it takes to finish something that you never work on. It's funny, but it's really real. And sometimes I'm guilty of this, right? It says, let me read this again. It's astonishing how long it takes to finish something that you are not working on. Now, me, I got so many different things that I be doing, man. You know what I mean? Like say for instance, the 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 curriculum to do the hip hop for the school. I just really couldn't take it on. You know what I mean? No matter how good it sounds, like, okay, to get over here, you know, that was going to be a problem. You dig what I'm saying? So now I done went and picked up a job, you dig? And it's going to be third shift. Then, as soon as I get off work, the barbershop is going crazy. I'm inside the training thing and I got haircuts just piling up, piling up. So now they trying to come to me and they trying to say, uh, would you be willing to take this second shift job? And it's from like 1 in the afternoon to 9 in the night. And I'm like, nah. And then she's like, well, technically, we don't give people the choice to pick their jobs. You know, we give you, I said, but listen, I told him out the gate that I got the barbershop. Now, the barbershop, during the hours that it's running, it makes more than what Kraft is paying. You dig what I'm saying? Whether I do three kids haircut in an hour or I do two adult haircuts in an hour. You dig what I'm saying? I'm still making way more than what y'all would pay me in an hour. You dig what I'm saying? And so it's like, I said all of that to come back to this one thing. It's just like sometimes you'll have like so many things on your plate that it's astonishing how long it takes you to finish something because you're not working on it. And I'm pointing that finger at me because, like, sometimes I could put that vision board together and man, it'll seem like in about 60 days, I knocked off everything, or maybe God brung everything together in a way that I didn't expect Him to do it. But you will never get anything done if you don't ever start working on it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I went around the circle a long time just to get back to this point. If you got a goal on your heart or you got something that you've been thinking about doing, can't nobody gonna keep asking you like, man, did you finish this? Did you finish that? Because you never started on it. And you got some good ideas. You got some good plans. You got some good goals. Somebody know how to write poetry. Somebody know how to draw. Somebody can write a children's book. Somebody know how to sew clothes. Somebody got a dream to do t-shirts, to do a lot of stuff. And you got a job over here and you got this going on. And then you never start that project that might just be, you know what I mean, something that might just turn out to be, you know what I mean, your calling, something that God created you to do. Gotta say what's up to Toothpick. I ain't seen you in a while. What's up? And then Katie, you back on deck. Good to see you again. Yeah, you just joined us. I just wanted to say shout out for yesterday, Katie. That was really dope. Because when I get off the show, sometimes people inbox me and they tell me that they got stuff out of the show, and it's amazing that when y'all people choose to get up here and take the link and jump on here and just speak from the heart and keep it 100 and keep it real. Sometimes people don't want to post their comments inside the box with everybody, but then they always say like, man, what such and such said touched my heart, and like, man, I really felt like that, like, good show. And that's how it's supposed to be, because everybody don't like to be up front, and so it's people like you that's got a voice to step up and do that. You dig what I'm saying? So shout out, man. And anybody else that want to jump on the bare truth, if we talking about something you feel like you got some insight on, please, man, step up. You never know who you might be helping. But take that one serious. It's astonishing how long it takes to finish something that you're not working on. It's sort of kind of sarcastic, but it's really real. You dig what I'm saying? You'll never finish it. It's astonishing that you got this project sitting over here and it's not done because guess what? You ain't even working on it. You dig what I'm saying? You said thank you for allowing me to do so. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. That was love. We appreciate you. All right, now check this one out. Many people have a good aim on life. The problem is they never pull the trigger. That's damn, that's damn near like the other one. You dig what I'm saying? And it's sort of like it's taking a jab. You dig what I'm saying? Um, Best check. And I had something. Many people have good aim on life. The problem is they never pull the trigger. You know what I mean? And that's how it is. It's like you got so many goals and so many dreams and so many different things that you talented at, but you never shoot for it. I mean, how you know what I mean? It's they used to say, reach for the stars, but if you snatch the moon up in the process, so what? You dig what I'm saying? But you gotta be reaching for something. You gotta have big dreams. Don't think small. God is big. This world is big. I ain't gonna never think small. You dig what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you. Many people have good aim on life. The problem is they never pull the trigger. Don't be one of them people. I'm telling you, man, because when you die or you on your deathbed, you're gonna have a bunch of regrets. You're gonna talk about, man, I shoulda, woulda, coulda. That ain't nowhere to live. Okay, Jada, I gotta post that. Jada says, I think the podcast, I don't know if you're talking about my podcast, I think podcast is super duper therapeutic on so many levels. Love. And you know what, Jada? I think uh when I was doing the Bare Truth, the newspaper articles when I was in a joint, I used to do like articles and the paper used to come out like once a month and they gave me my own column in there and it was the Bare Truth. So I just took that and just ran with it and came over here with it. And that's what it is. And so a lot of times it's just like when y'all speak up on the podcast, like say when you say your statement, I post it, or like say for instance with Katie and Benita and all of them came through there. You dig what I'm saying? And she said, "Yeah, your podcast crazy." Yeah, okay, my fault. I know, but see, you're gonna support me anyway because you my sister. You know what I mean? We've been doing this for like years. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I appreciate that. But here's the thing, Jada. So many people in life have issues and problems and somebody else is going through the same thing that you're going through. And guess what they doing? They waiting on somebody to tell how they got over the fence or how they got over that hump. Somebody got to be the first one to say, hey, you know what? This is what happened to me. When I came clean about, you know what I mean, my story about going to prison, I had so many people that inboxed me, like my son is getting ready to go through this, my nephew going through this, I got a cousin that's locked up. What should we do? This and that. And that just gives you something to do. There's a lot of people that's waiting to hear you and your testimony and seeing you when you taking the walker and you walking and how you so strong on your physical therapy and how you bounce back. A lot of people don't make it. That's the reason why Mental Health Month for May, Jada, you would be amazed, man. And I'm not saying that in like a minute way. How many people kill themselves? How many people give up and just take their life because they can't handle it? Only thing they need to see is like one success story. And it's not saying, oh, you just got to be super rich or you just got to be glammed out. But they just looking like, dang, damn, okay. Jada made it. That's the blueprint. That's the blueprint on how you get over this hump. Bear made it. That's how you get over this hump. And then, that's because we ain't scared to tell the story. You know what I mean? It's like it is what it is. It happened. What we gonna do about it? Sit up and talk about some woe is me? And no, I ain't finna do none of that, fam. I'm finna hold my head up and keep moving straight up. I ain't never finna stop until the casket drop, till God say it's over with, or like G Nice said, until you punch out on your time clock on this side. Man, rest in peace to Tina Turner, man. Tina Turner was dope. You dig what I'm saying? And she passed yesterday. All right, so check this out. Let me make sure that I read the back. Was that one? Okay, yep. All right, so check this one out. Surround yourself around people who push you to do better, to do and to be better. Okay, that's dope. Surround yourself around people who push you to do and to be better. And that can be friends, that can be, you would think in a relationship that should be one of the levels. That should be one of the keys in a relationship. If you with a person and they ain't trying to help you do better or be better, and they don't push you, and they ain't talking about pushing people in a negative way or always trying to push them to be what you want them to be, but just saying, hey, I see, potential in you. You know what I mean? Good job. Do that. You dig what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Keep doing this and that. Or come through with like a little hint on, hey, I heard about this right here. Is this something you might be, you know what I mean? Straight up. It's just like, man, that's so sexy and attractive, man, when somebody, push you to be better, to do your thing, especially when they see you. And I'm talking about when they see you in your element and see you with your potential and how you move and groove. And they ain't trying to change you. They just saying, hey, I see you moving and grooving. I salute you. And they pat you on the back or they give you some little confidence. That stuff is cool. Christina said, "You would think." Laugh out loud. Are you talking about like in a relationship? Are you saying because I said that? Because yeah, you would think though. But I'm just saying, some people get into a relationship with people, and fam ain't even trying to build you up. But every time he get mad, he called you a B word, call you out your name. You dig what I'm saying? You got people like that in your life. You dig what I'm saying? Come on, man. If you got people like that in your life, you said, "Yep," in a okay, my fault. You act like I can read minds. I can't. I can only read text. I don't really think like normal people. But okay, I get it. So you saying, like I said, in a relationship, you would think that people would help each other be better. But sometimes, Christina, it could be like this. You can be in a relationship with somebody and they can be hurtful with words. They can beat you down with words. They can be verbally abusive. They can be physically abusive. You know what I mean? And so, since it said that, surround yourself around people who push you to do and be better. You know what I mean? And so, then take it outside of the friendships and then take it into outside of a relationship and make sure it's in your friendship. You dig what I'm saying? People that you're talking to, that you kick it with, man, if they ain't pushing you to be better, then yeah, you said, yeah, what you say, Michelle, don't need that in life. I feel you on that one. Yep. Okay, so I guess we got them. Let's move on. All right, I like this one. Sacrifice comes before success, even in the dictionary. That's dope. Sacrifice comes before success, even in the dictionary. Oh, you said I'm just being sarcastic. I agree. Couples need to support each other. Okay, that's cool. I just didn't get the joke in text. I didn't get it. I thought you was, being a smart aleck. But listen, but anyway, listen to this. Sacrifice comes before success, even in the dictionary. So we know that SA comes before SU, even in the dictionary. But sacrifice really do come before success. So many people, younger generation, millennials, everybody want to be successful right now, but ain't nobody making no sacrifices. You know what I mean? You don't even know the sacrifices that your parents had to make just to get you to where you are. You dig what I'm saying? Like a lot of our kids, they don't understand how we grew up. You dig what I'm saying? Like me and my sister, we grew up poor. You dig what I'm saying? Now we had money. It wasn't like, oh, we was just poverty stricken where we didn't have no food on the table and we didn't have clothes. Like, no. But we talking about compared to going to school with some other kids and some of the nice stuff that they was getting. And, we grew up in Section 8 apartments. We had that welfare cheese. You dig what I'm saying? We had that block cheese. We had them food stamps. And I remember you had to go break them food stamps and bring that change back so she can grab some squares with that. You see what I'm saying? We know about hard times. We know about the first of the month and we know about, you dig what I'm saying, how it goes down. But there were sacrifices that my mom made for us. Then there's some sacrifices that my mom made for my sister because when my sister had Terry, boom, she graduated early. She turned around, had Tyrannique, and then boom, soon she turned the right age, she shot off to the National Guards. And so even when I was down in Atlanta doing my thing or whatever, my mom and Horse was raising our kids. You dig what I'm saying? So they sacrificed, they married. They could just be happy. They could have had this house to themselves, but they sacrificed that so we can go trying to chase our dreams and do whatever we do. And so I sacrificed, going to prison just to make sure that, my kids would have a nice Christmas. Cause I knew, you know what I mean? There was times when we was for Christmas. I remember um in 84, the Christmas of 84, Michael Jackson Thriller had came out. Listen, me, my sister, and my cousin Tammy, we all got a Walkman from Ventures. We got $50, right? We all got a Walkman from Ventures. We got a set of batteries. Grice got the Michael Jackson Thriller tape. And I don't know what else we got with the 50, but it wasn't too much more after the Walkman and getting some cassette tapes and some batteries. But we took the Michael Jackson Thriller tape and we made copies. We put one radio, played it on this radio, put another radio up to it, push record on that one, and throw a towel over it until we all recorded a copy of the Thriller, and that was our Christmas. You dig what I'm saying? And so I'm telling you that because I'm laughing because when my kids had Christmas, man, I used to go all out. You dig what I'm saying? I made sure there was like outfits, there was shoes, there was a bike, there was toys. You dig what I'm saying? Because I wanted them to, you know what I mean? I wanted them that, and it wasn't that I was mad that we didn't get a chance to get that, but and you never really know how bad Christmas is until you go compare it to somebody else's Christmas. Then all of a sudden now you get to seeing like, damn, you know what I mean? He got the new Voltron, you know what I mean? Oh, they got video games over there, got the Atari 2600. I got a copy of Michael Jackson. I'm bad. You did, or no, Beat It and Billie Jean and all that. You dig what I'm saying? So, but I'm telling you, sacrifice come before success. And so I said all of that to say this. I wish that they would understand that, because even our generations to come, our black people have sacrificed so much blood, sweat, and tears of their sacrifice so that we can have some of the rights that we got in this country. We successful because they sacrificed. They got beat. You know what I mean? They got beat in the face. They got sprayed with hoses. They got crosses burnt in their yards. You know what I mean? They got hung. They got lynched. Our black women got raped just so we can have what we have today. And sometimes we, excuse the language, we shit on these privileges that we have gotten. You dig what I'm saying? And so on one of the pictures that I'm about to draw, just give you a bleep into my mind. I wanted to do Martin Luther King when he says, I have a dream, and then do one of Obama that says, dream accomplished, because Obama can't sit where Martin Luther King didn't walk. You dig what I'm saying? So the way that Martin Luther King got shot down, that's the only reason why, you know what I mean, Obama can shoot up into a presidency for 8 years. Listen, sacrifice before success, even in the dictionary. You better recognize that. And you ain't finna have no success if you don't want to sacrifice nothing. If you ain't gonna be sacrificing no hard work, you ain't finna have no success. You can get out here, you can sell dope, you can rob somebody, you can try it, or you can front on Facebook like you got it, like you really got it right now. You can jump on there with a bunch of fake pictures and make it seem like you got it going down, and you ain't sacrificed nothing to really do that part, and your life is gonna crash. So don't say I didn't tell you. You know what I mean? I done told you before. Okay, now let's move. It's easy to look sharp when you haven't done any work. Enough said. I think that goes with that. Sacrifice comes before success, even in the dictionary. It's easy to look sharp when you haven't done any work. Kind of gave me the picture of a pencil. The pencil is sharp, but if you look at some of my pencils over there, and when I get done doing the portraits, man, the lead and the blades, they be all messed all up because I use certain pencils to do certain things. Because when you in there putting in work, certain pencils only bring out, eyelashes. Certain pencils are for the eyes. Certain pencils is for the lips. There's certain pencils for the teeth. And so when you see them, they might start off sharp, but in order to get this picture, them pencils are gonna go through something. They're gonna put in work. So it's easy to look sharp when you ain't put in no work. You dig what I'm saying? And so I think that's what a lot of people is doing on Facebook. They looking sharp and they ain't put in no work. And I ain't trying to hate on you. I'm just giving it to you real. Let's keep it moving. All right, we got like 5 minutes, and I got a haircut, so I really got to get on out the way. Um, Listen to this. This is dope. Every morning, you have two choices. You can stay in the bed and dream, or you can get up and chase them. I was like, that's dope. Every morning, you have two choices. You can stay in the bed and dream, or you can get up and chase them. Somebody need to hear that, fam, because somebody is just laying down and you ain't moving. You ain't moving and grooving. It's so good. It's so easy to lay back in bed and put the covers back on you and just keep on. What was you dreaming about? Man, that dream was so good. Oh man, I just got married. Man, the wedding was so big. Oh, we lived in this big house. Or man, what if I hit the lottery? What if I hit that lottery for 170 million? Well, you didn't. You laying in bed, fam. So get on up and go out to the job fair. You did what I'm saying, and stop playing all the time, boy. Life is real out here. You laying up in here talking about what if you'd have did this and what if you'd have did that, and they got a job fair going on up the street. Now get on and put on a shirt with some buttons on it, and get on up there with your head combed and brushed, and wash your face and brush your teeth, and get up there and talk to some people, and tell them about what kind of person you are, how you're a hard worker, and if they hire you, you did what I'm saying, how you gonna be there on time. Lying, but you need to get in there. Go in there instead of laying in the bed. You dig what I'm saying? I play too much, but it's real. I'm just the bare truth. I mean, don't be mad at me. You got two choices. You can lay in the bed and keep dreaming, or you can get out and you can chase them. It's up to you. All right. Listen, the most dangerous person is the one who listens, thinks, and observes. The most dangerous person is the one who listens, thinks, and observes. That's kind of deep. I'll just expound on it a little bit. You got to listen. If you ain't a listener, man, then you probably talk too much. You dig what I'm saying? And sometimes it's okay to listen to people. You know, I will say this. I like to be in a conversation with a person who's a big thinker. You know what I mean? And where we can swap ideas. I don't ever want to just be in a conversation with people where you feel like your conversation is just overpowering. Now you trying to talk to them like you know everything. No, I don't like that. I like to be in conversations where we learning from each other. I can tell you something, you can listen to me, and then when you talking to me, I can listen to you. But then also, you gotta observe people, listen to what people saying, think about what they say, and then observe them and see what they do. They gonna tell on themselves. You dig what I'm saying? And that's what makes you dangerous because guess what that's called? That's called discernment. When you start discerning, man, people can't just play with you and pull stuff on you. I'm gonna save this one, I think, for last. Oh, listen to this though. Never miss a good chance to shut up. Never miss a good chance to shut up. I'm gonna tell you, like I was just saying, how some people are tell on themselves. Now, who is that and who did that? Okay, I don't know who just did that, but don't do that. Okay, listen to this. Never miss a good chance to shut up. Remember how I was just saying sometimes when you listen to people, they'll tell on you themselves. And then when you sit back and you observe the way that they move, they'll let you know. Ladies, understand that. Dude coming up on you acting like he got game and talking like he's so much and he do this and that like he's just a winner. Only thing you got to do is just listen to him, think about what he said, and then observe his actions. He gonna tell you what he doing. He gonna show you what he doing by the way he move. That's it. Never miss the opportunity to shut up. And the one that's on the back of that, I gotta save that. All right, let's read these three. If we go like a little bit over, it's cool. Cause whoever the haircut gonna be, they gonna call me when they get outside. Okay, listen to this, cause I thought this was dope. I wish I had a lot of more younger people that was watching the podcast because you need to hear this one. Canceling plans is okay. Skipping a party for the gym is okay. Staying home to study is okay. Matter of fact, that's what's really cool. Listen to that again. Canceling plans is okay. Skipping a party for the gym is okay. Staying at home to study is okay. Matter of fact, that's what's really cool. And I think some of that I kind of add to it. I could have gave you other quote, but I added to it because I'm on this mission to create this new cool. That's what I'm doing with man to man. And so all the stuff that we used to think that was so cool, like I was telling you, like how me and my guys and stuff, how we used to womanize and how we used to do that. We used to think that we was really player by doing that. That was so bogus and low down that I definitely don't want to be on that in my life. And so with the man to man, the whole mission is to try to talk to these young guys and try to tell them about what's really cool. God is cool. You want to know somebody that's cool? Jesus Christ is cool. I don't know nobody cooler than Jesus Christ. You dig what I'm saying? And that's probably for a Bible study. So, but I gotta give it to you. I would be nothing without telling you about that. He's really the coolest, okay? But just listening to that. Canceling plans is okay. Sometimes it's okay to cancel plans if you got something bigger or better to do. You take what I'm saying? And something that's gonna be like life changing. Like, say for instance, what if you got to go to an interview, but you and this person was supposed to go do this and that? Nah, I'm going to the interview. You dig what I'm saying? Oh man, they got a party and stuff like that going on. But you know, right now, you and your friends and them been going to the gym. You've been doing really good. You know, you're supposed to be at the gym at 7 or 8 o'clock, and they trying to get you to go over there. They barbecuing and they got the pool and everything. You know what? I'm going to the gym, fam. Good looking out. I'll holler at y'all later on, though. You dig what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and hit the gym. There go that thing again. Sacrifice comes before success. Even in a dictionary, sometimes you got to be willing to sacrifice things that seem to be fun in order to make something sincere really, you know what I mean, pop off in your life. Because if you just every time somebody come up and distract you with something cool, I'm guaranteeing you it's the devil. Because he always do that. There's a scripture in the Bible when Paul says, I see it be a law that every time I would try to do good, evil is close at hand. You know what I mean? And that's the truth. It seems like every time you on the right track and you trying to do something super cool, here come the devil with something. And guess what? He'll make it look as fun as ever. He'll make it seem like it's about to be the funnest thing in the world. But then you know you should have went to the gym. You know you should have went to the gym. Oh man, you know you should have went to that interview. You know what I mean? And that's how I go. You said, dang, we just getting back from the kids' basketball practice. But that's what it is. You dig what I'm saying? You're going to the kids' basketball practice. You can double back and watch the podcast. So don't worry about it, cousin. I like that because I love to see Cuz doing his thing. Because hey, he's practicing tonight, but guess what he's talking about? He's talking about coming over here and running the commercials for me. You dig what I'm saying? And so he's on the right path. And so it's stuff like that. Those are sacrifices before success, man. And so that's all I'm saying. So just remember that canceling plans is okay. Skipping a party is okay. To go to the gym, that's okay. Staying at home to study is okay. Matter of fact, that's what really being cool is about. All right, we getting down to the end. I like this one right here. This one right here is really dope. It says, your love makes me strong, but your hate makes me unstoppable. You're right. Hey, what's up, brother James Bond? I see you, my dude. You just pulled up on me. You're right. Romans 7:21, where Paul was talking about, he says, every time that I would try to do good, I see it be a law that evil is close at hand. You dig what I'm saying? Like, man, every time something good is going on, y'all got to remember that friction is coming. It comes with the territory, and that's the enemy. He wants to take you off your square, and it can come in the disguising of something like beautiful, something like nice. Somebody might come and just try to offer you something, but you got to keep the main thing, or you're going to lose focus. But listen to this, y'all. Your love makes me strong, but your hate makes me unstoppable. Again, there we go with the two people. All right. So here it is. There's some cool people in my corner. My brother James Bond, he's in my corner. When my little cousin passed this weekend, he called and he checked on me. You know what I mean? And he was very sincere. He's like, I just want to call you to see how everything is going. Had you heard anymore? Because when I talked to brother James, you dig what I'm saying? Daquan was just still in hospice, and it was just bad. And I just got done cutting his sister's, well, his nephews and them hair, and you could just see the demeanor on their face that they wasn't, it was just it was funky. It was a funky time, and she was exhausted because she had already been in a Peoria at the hotel. And I said all of that to say this is that that's what you call like good people. So your love makes me strong. So when people call you and they pray for you and they like, hey bro, I just calling to check on you. You got to have some people like that in your corner. But you also got to have some haters. You dig what I'm saying? Them haters, they make you unstoppable because that's the fuel for the fire that keeps you going. You dig what I'm saying? But your hate makes me unstoppable. You see what I'm saying? So when people hate on me, guess what? Head up and keep going because we already know all things are possible through Christ who strengthens me. So you can hate on me all you want to. If he's in my life and I'm giving him first place, I'm telling you, I know this for a fact. I'm giving this to you because I know his track record is flawless. If you don't know him, you better try to get there because there ain't nothing you can't do with God in your life. When you got him motivating you and pushing you and you drawing your strength from him, I done seen him do some amazing things. And it takes me back to that video that Kevin Hart was just saying. You dig what I'm saying? When I get to this level, I'm trying to see what's next. Like, what's after here? What's behind this curtain? What's there? I ain't about to get here and then just stop. Like, no, like, what's over there? What's up there? You dig what I'm saying? You got to keep going. All right. So listen to this. Next one. There is no substitution for hard work. Always be humble and hungry. There is no substitution for hard work. Always be humble and hungry. Man, you know how cool that sounded? Because if y'all was listening to the Bible study that I was giving to y'all on Tuesday, I remember the one that was in First Peter like 5, when he said, God opposes the proud but gives grace to the humble. He says, humble yourself in front of God, therefore he will exalt you in due time. But then at the same time, he said, stay hungry. That's hard work. You dig what I'm saying? To be humble when the world is so proud and boastful and arrogant. Everybody trying to shine, everybody trying to do this and that, but you being humble. Guess what you doing? Every time you see somebody else winning, God bless you, man. I seen you do that, man. Hey, I seen you. Pat them on the back, shake their hand, give them a hug. You dig what I'm saying? Because whatever God got for you, I can't have it. So that's you. I'm gonna salute you when I see you doing your thing. I'm staying humble and I'm gonna keep working hard and being hungry for what God is gonna give me. Because I know He an awesome God. We serving. Come on, listen. He created the whole world. What you think He can do for you, huh? I'm talking about He created the whole world in 6 days. In 6 days, what you think He can do with your life? I don't know. You figure it out. But I'm telling you, I'm going for it. I'm rocking with it. There is no substitution for hard work. You dig what I'm saying? Now that's talking about the grind. There is no substitution for it. You're not finna get it by selling dope. You're not finna get it by robbing people. You're not finna get it by doing check scams and check schemes and all of these different types of lunatic type, scams that y'all got going on in the world. It's not gonna happen like that. You got to be humble and you got to be hungry. You got to figure out what's your lane, what God called you for. Get in your lane and stay there. And in the process, you know what hard work is. Taking this job if you have to. If you know you got some bills coming up and you ain't got nowhere to get, go out there to a temp service, man, and go get a job so they can give you somewhere to work so you can go get you a check. You go work for a week and boy, you can get you a check for about $500. That could pay a lot of stuff off. Y'all sitting around here playing, trying to sell dope, trying to figure out how you gonna rob somebody. You wasting a whole lot of time scheming to do the wrong thing when you could have just been doing the right thing and just went and got a check. That check coming. You dig what I'm saying? I get it. Some people owe child support and they don't really want to work because child support gonna get into it. But listen, go work for somebody that'll do construction. Pay you up under the table. You dig what I'm saying? Hard work. Be hungry. Be humble. You dig? I got to get out of here because I got a haircut. But listen to this last one. I thought this one was so dope. And a skunk is better company than a negative and arrogant friend. Man, a skunk is better company than a negative and arrogant friend. I don't know. So the thing was bounce back. Sometimes you stop in your bounce back because you unequally yoked with people that don't mean no good for you. You dig what I'm saying? Now, everybody run from a skunk. I ain't never seen one person walk up on a skunk unless it's a little kid that just don't know no better. I ain't never seen nobody with no sense, with no common sense, walk up on no skunk and try to pet it. I don't care. You could try to pet a raccoon, a stray cat. You will feed a bird. You will feed a squirrel, but I bet you ain't gonna walk up on no skunk and try to feed no skunk. Now, how is it that a skunk? Okay, let me see where my haircut is at. I don't know where is you at. 34. All right. Yep. All right, that's just my haircut. I guess they on their way. My fault. But listen, a skunk is better company than a negative and arrogant friend. So what is that saying? You gotta weigh that one out, B. That's the imagery that you know what I mean. That was so rough on me. It's like ain't nobody walking up on no skunk trying to pet no skunk. But if that is better than a negative and an arrogant friend, you really need to check your circle. You really need to check the people that you're hanging out with. So a lot of times when I be checking out these quotes, I'm looking for imagery. I'm looking for like some type of something that will paint a picture in your head because that's how we learned. Like you dig what I'm saying? Even when in the art of writing books, the scheme is to show and not tell. Give you an example. You could say, the man walked down the alley and he stabbed it and he stabbed her. You know what I mean? But then again, as his black pants walked through the alley, his beat up Timberlands was scratching the concrete. All he could see was her red dress. And when he stabbed her, her blood matched the dress. You see how you just paint a picture and just they're saying, okay, he went down the alley and he stabbed her. You dig what I'm saying? So in storytelling, they always try to tell you to explain it in a way where you show an image. She got on a red dress. The blood matched her dress. His ugly Timberland scratched up against. So it gives you a whole thought process of like, you know what some beat up Tims look like. He looked like he doing bad. You dig what I'm saying? When your Timberlands is beat up and ugly, it's like, damn, it's hard for my homie. You dig what I'm saying? But listen, That's how it is. So when I'm giving you these quotes, I'm trying to paint an image in your head. So then that way you can think about it. Go up on a skunk and pet a skunk. You're not doing that. But that's better company than your friend. Your friend is so arrogant. Your friend is so negative. You dig what I'm saying? And you know they are. They always talking about people. They ain't never got nothing good to say. And then every time they do something, they want to brag and throw it in your face. Oh, I got this and I do this and I do that. And it's just like, that's your friend? You dig what I'm saying? And that's all they got to offer? I would rather walk up and pet a skunk than hang out with you. You dig what I'm saying? And so if you're going to bounce back, sometimes that might just be the case. It might be that you need to surround yourself by some better people. You might need some cooler people in your life, you know? And it's like that. If I can give you anything about the bounce back, man, go back and watch what we just talked about. You know what I mean? And you know, look up some quotes or something yourself on YouTube. You know, and basically have that positive attitude. Be hungry, be humble, and always get ready to fight, man. Because in the commercial that he said, it's like life ain't easy, man. You know, nobody ain't gonna beat you up like life will. You know, life will beat you down to your knees, but only the strong survive. And it ain't about how you got beat down to your knees. Yeah, getting beat down to your knees is one thing, but that ain't the picture that everybody remember. The picture is how you get up and how you bounce back. Oh man, he got beat down yesterday. Now they see you the next day, you steadily shining head up to the sky, still doing your thing. So now every time they look at you, they can't say nothing but like, he's a winner. He's a go getter. He's a survivor. People like survivors more than they like quitters and losers. You know what I mean? If that's what you choose to be, you know, I don't know what to tell you. I can pray for you. I can help you, but you dig what I'm saying? It's too much living just to be doing that. Matter of fact, you want to know somebody that's winning? Hold on. Let me show you somebody that's winning. Listen, there go that video again, Christina. Listen, you know what? I don't I don't understand. I don't understand his life. I don't understand what he got going on. But listen to me. If if he can get up in front of a camera and do that, you ought to be able to get up and do something, bro. You should be able to get up and hit a temp service or something. If my man can give you that, boy, you I know you got something to offer to the world. You dig what I'm saying? Straight up, so Lisa, he winning for sure, and he ain't trying to look happy about it. You dig what I'm saying? He just gave it to you. He gave it to you raw. I don't know the entire song, Christina. Somebody needs to find the song. We got G Nice on the mission. G Nice is gonna find out the whole entire song and hear what he's singing. Uh, but we got to figure him out because you dig what I'm saying. I need to hear what he's saying because that right there, I know for a fact somebody can do better than that, and we're not cracking jokes or pointing fingers or downing anybody on the bare truth. I just want to say, listen, man, I love y'all. You know, I wouldn't. It wouldn't be nothing if God gave me this energy and I wouldn't try to spread what He has given to me. You know what I mean? God is the God of second chances. He never looks down on you. Nothing that you've done has caught God by surprise. You ain't did nothing in this world that God is like, I'm ashamed of you. If that was the case, then Jesus would have never died on the cross. If he felt like, oh man, you did that, he might as well say, I ain't gonna die for that. But the Bible does says that if we continue in our sins, then there no more. He said there no longer remains a sacrifice for our sins if we just continue in it. So we know that he died for our sins. We accept his forgiveness. All he's saying is like, now that you know that I'm the one, I died for you so that you can still be right with the Father, get up and get going. What is you waiting on? Get up and get going, man. I'm saying you ain't dead. Every day that God wake you up, He giving you strength and He giving you energy. And if you got some ailments that's going on, you got something that ain't right in your body, use your voice. Look at all of these different types of platforms that's out there here, TikTok, Facebook. Get you a podcast. Start influencing people. Start reading Bible scriptures. Do something positive to where you're feeding into some. Because I'm telling you, when you get up and you do something with your life, man, when you show other people love, it just invigorates you. It makes you feel better. It makes you want to do better because that's all God is doing to us. He gave it to us and we reciprocate it. We give it to somebody else. You know what I mean? Double it up. Give it back. You know what I mean? I got to go cut some hair now. You dig what I'm saying? They said they outside, which means that I can't be inside with you because I don't know what you're doing, but finna make some some more money. I'm grinding. I love y'all though, for real, for real. God bless y'all. I love y'all. See y'all next week, next Sunday or something like that. I don't know. Holla